Hi, welcome back to The Art of War Applied to Investing. I'm your host, Tony Constantine, an investment advisor representative with LifeMark Securities Corp. This week, lesson number 24. If your enemy occupies high ground, do not attack him. If he attacks downhill, do not oppose him. The lesson sounds pretty simple and pretty logical. Unfortunately, most people do not know how to apply this lesson to daily life, particularly in investing. You see, when the market goes up and hits a new all-time high, the newspapers, the media pay attention. If it hits another high, then they start jumping on it and creating a frenzy, a feeding frenzy. Ultimately, they'll get people talking and saying things like, well, gee, the market's going up and up and up, and it's never going to go down again. That would be incorrect. However, they don't think about that. Nobody does. Well, people on the sidelines decide, oh, gee, the market's going up. I better get in on this. It's a good time to get in. So they buy in, not realizing that the market is at its strongest and it is sitting on top of the high ground. But they're going to attack anyway. Well, after they attack, things seem to be okay for a little while, and then some volatility hits, and the market slips into a bear market. Well, they don't realize that it's a bear market, unless maybe the media might tell them, but they hang on anyway, thinking that it's going to bounce back. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't bounce back and continues down. So basically, the market is attacking downhill and they're opposing it. Well, they reach the point where they've lost so much money, they're very concerned, and they decide to retreat from the market, so they sell out. So they, in effect, bought high and sold low. Now, if that behavior describes you, don't feel too bad, because pretty much everybody's done it at one point or another. Many people have done it more than once. However, if this does appear as something that you have done in the past, and you're the only judge of that, this next message is for you. It could be a big help. We all have an idea, at least in our heads, of how we expect our lives to unfold, to include retirement. But have you ever put your plan on paper and checked it to see if it's going to work? If it is going to work, I'm sure you'll be much more happy and contented as you go through life. If it's not going to work, wouldn't you like to know that in time to do something about it? Well, we can help you with that. We can take your numbers, run them through our system, and see if you're going to have the money you think you're going to need to retire on. Now, if you're watching this video series, we are going to do it at no cost or obligation on your part. Simply email me or leave a message through the website requesting to check my numbers along with your contact information, and mention The Art of War Applied to Investing, just to make sure you don't get charged. The contact information will be on the screen in a moment. Having the discipline to use a prudent decision-making process generally yields much more satisfactory results. If you have any questions, comments, or desire more information on how to put your plan on paper and test it to see if it's going to work, you can email me or leave a message on my website, and that contact information will be on screen in a moment. Come back next week for lesson number 25. Until then, make every day a great day.